There's a lot of rumors going around about what the next Prince big album is going to be, but right now, most of the signs are pointing towards a Sign of the Times Super Deluxe. Let's discuss what we know so far. Hey everybody, welcome back to Prince's Friend, exploring music through Prince. And I was actually pretty wary about announcing something like this so soon. It has not been officially announced, even though probably around this time of the year, if we look back at previous years, it should have been. But obviously, with things happening the way they are right now, especially in Minneapolis, they're probably biding their time. But I have actually gotten confirmation, track lists, different things from multiple sources now at this point, and each of those sources are ones that I trust. So what I'm going to say as a disclaimer for this video is that it is most likely that this is going to be the next thing, not only from the multiple news sources such as Housequake and Violet Reality, the podcast on Prince that I've gotten it from, but also all of the kind of interconnected things. I think they filed for release. So there's that information going around. Also, the whole Questlove thing. He did a set on his show, and apparently he skipped over all of the songs that are going to end up being on the Sign of the Times Deluxe, like almost as if it was a secret code. I mean, that's a little conspiracy theory-ish, but there's probably a reason why that happened. So going over all of that, yeah, it does seem like the signs are all pointing towards there being an actual Prince Sign of the Times Super Deluxe. Now, what I want to say up front, and then we're going to actually go through what the claims are saying is going to be on these things. This is Super Deluxe and not Deluxe, because the Sign of the Times Deluxe was the one that was released over in Germany and has the interesting documentary along with it and all that stuff. That is a separate product. It's not available here in the States. This is going to be Prince Sign of the Times Super Deluxe. So it's important to kind of know the distinction. You don't get confused. Super Deluxe is the one that's here. Deluxe is the one that's over there. If you follow Kat Glover, she is promoting the heck out of it, the other one. So I think that that's cool. I still haven't gotten myself a copy. I also don't have a way, even if I did have a copy, I don't think any of my stuff will play it, so that's a whole other thing. But that was also a release for just like the movie, whereas this is the album. So let's go through what the claims and the rumors are that are going to be on here. Obviously, the first two discs are remastered Sign of the Times. This is something that I have been hoping for forever. I was really excited with just the thought, because I feel like this album, it was right before he got Paisley, so it's still very kind of grungy and dirty feeling, which I think to some that's appealing. To me, I would love these songs to get cleaned up, have some of the volumes a little bit, balanced, and there's a lot of stuff that can happen with today's technology that I think the first disc and the second disc could really, really benefit from having things kind of go over it again. In my opinion, I think so. And it's interesting because I was just having a conversation not too long ago with the Purple Politicians on their channel. I'll put a link to that video, where I was like, nah, this isn't going to happen. The Prince Sign of the Times, why would they do that? It's not the most selling album, so it's likely not going to make as much money as if they had done, say, Diamonds and Pearls. And I think it's the one everybody wants, but it's not necessarily the one that they're going to release. And honestly, I'm happy to be proven wrong. I even said that in that video. I'm like, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think it's going to be that one. But I'm glad I was wrong, definitely. So that's discs 1 and 2, and in usual deluxe fashion, disc number 3 is kind of the remixes and B-sides. So essentially, it's got some radio edits and it's got some extended cuts. Specifically, it's got the La 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 He 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 extended cut. It's got the Shockadelica extended cut. It's got the You Got the Look extended cut, which is the part that has that long, mostly the long intro there. It's got a Housequake extended cut, and then some different versions of Hot Things. So, I mean, just thinking about all of those things together, that seems like that's going to be a good compilation. Obviously, I've said in previous reviews of these sorts of things, like, I mean, the radio edits are good to have, but I don't necessarily need them. I'm not looking to have shorter versions of the songs that I love. I kind of want longer versions, and I dig that. But I also like the idea of having these songs in remastered condition, because these are songs that we got off of like the hits and the B-sides, and quite possibly these might be better versions, like, you know, sound wise, because it'll be remastered to today's standards. And then let me tell you this, it's going to be 9 total discs. So the first 3 are the ones that you would expect. It's got, you know, the 2 CDs, the B-sides. Now disc 4, 5, and 6 are rumored to be 3 discs of vault tracks. And we all know that around this time, Prince was very prolific, had tons of material, not only that he had done himself, but stuff he had done with the Revolution and stuff that he wanted to release. He wanted it all out there, but he had limitations on how much he could actually produce. I mean, he had like 5 albums worth of stuff, and then it ended up being a 2-disc set. So the fact that there's so much music in this era, and a lot of it was actually shared on Crystal Ball, but there's way more even after that. I mean, it's pretty awesome. And what we have is disc 4 is going to be some alternate versions and also some songs that we all love that are finally going to get a remastered treatment, like All My Dreams and Witness to the Prosecution. I mean, just kind of going down the list. I Can Never Take the Place of Your Man, Teacher, Teacher, All My Dreams, Can I Play With You, It's a Wonderful Day, Strange Relationship, Visions, The Ballad of Dorothy Parker with horns. I'm actually kind of interested to hear that. Witness for the Prosecution, Power Fantastic Live in the Studio, and That Says What, which is a favorite, you know, phrase. Love and Sex 86 version, A Place in Heaven, Prince vocals, Colors, Crystal Ball 7-inch mix, which that actually might be interesting to get a shorter version of that song. And I just said that I don't like shorter versions of songs, but that song in particular, I'm actually kind of interested to see how Prince edited that down. Big Tall Wall, and then A Place in Heaven. Now, going to the next disc is where we start seeing that, and this is where, kind of with some of the rumors, this is all rumors, it's all speculation until it's officially announced, but some of these tracks, they're even like, we don't even know what they're going to be. They're currently unknown. But In a Large Room with No Light, I love that song. Train, It Ain't Over Till the Fat Lady Sings. Eggplant, which I do love that one. I've listened to that bootleg quite a bit. Everybody Want What They Don't Got. Blanche, Soul Psychedelicide, which a lot of people have heard that referenced in Joy of Repetition, but finally, there's the song, Soul Psychedelicide. The song's a year long, but obviously it's actually only 12 minutes and 36 seconds. The Ball, Adonis, and Bathsheba, Forever in My Life, early vocals version, Crucial alternate version, It Bees Like That Sometimes. Ooh, that's a hard one to say because it's so wrong and incorrect. Then going to the next track, there's a bunch there. Emotional Pump, which I love Emotional Pump. Promise to Be True, Jealous Girl #2. There's Something I Like About Being Your Fool, Big Tall Wall #2, so a different version of that. A Place in Heaven with Lisa vocals. That should be interesting. Wonderful Day, so a 12-inch mix of there's Wonderful Day and It's a Wonderful Day earlier. And Strange Relationship, another version of Strange Relationship. So those are all of the stuff that we know about the vault, and of course there's a bunch of unknown tracks there. I don't know if they are redacted on purpose for surprise, or if we really don't know, and who knows if any of this stuff is wrong. This could just be a wish list, who knows? But just looking at that, I mean, that is a lot of vault music, and I'm excited to hear some of it. I think I probably have about half of these songs, and then the other half I haven't heard of. I haven't even heard of them. So this is going to be really, really fun to kind of go through and really be able to listen to this, just like with 1999 and Purple Rain. And there were just a lot of good stuff on these discs that, like, just we've never heard of. Oh my God, I can't wait. First 3 were the album and the B-sides. Second 3 is all the vault tracks. And what it's looking like is it's discs 7 and 8 are actually 2 parts of the same performance in June 20th, 1987, that he did live in Utrecht. And it's going to be all those songs, 18 songs. I guess maybe they couldn't fit it all onto one disc. And then the last disc is going to be a DVD. And that DVD is live in Paisley Park, Chanhassen, December 31st, 1987. And it has a lot of the performances and stuff that are on the Sign of the Times movie, with actually a couple of additional songs, Jack You Off and Now's the Time, Purple Rain, 1999, so those songs. So the cool thing about this is I think we're kind of getting the best of both sides. So we all know, if you go back and you watch my review of the Sign of the Times movie, they went and they recorded it, and they got all their shots, and then there was some sort of issue with either the film, or I don't remember what happened. I think some of it got damaged. So then he had to come back to Paisley Park. and film certain portions of the Sign of the Times concert movie again using Paisley Park. So if you're watching the movie, you'll see like some of the performances have very close and not any of the crowd. And then some of them, they're big and wide, and that's like because they had the shots of the crowd and stuff in there, and that's fine because that film was usable, but they had to do a lot of reshoots of some of the same performances, but also almost entire songs would end up getting recorded in Paisley Park after the fact, and then everything was edited together so nicely so that you couldn't tell the difference. And that's really cool, actually. I like that. So it looks like having some of the live recordings from the live in Utrecht, and also the video of all the stuff he did at Paisley Park, because honestly, I mean, I don't even know like exactly what parts were at Paisley Park and which ones weren't, but this is actually where you'll be able to see. So I'm really excited. If this is true, everybody, remember that. If this is true, this is going to be an amazing pack. This is going to be an amazing set that I will definitely purchase, especially since it will be available here in the States. If anybody has a copy of the one that was over in Germany with the movie, let me know. I mean, I'd love to get a copy that I can actually watch and consume and enjoy. I don't have anything that plays that region. But this Super Deluxe Sign of the Times, if this is true, I'm super duper excited about it. And that's the information that we have right now. We don't have official announcements. We don't know dates. Again, I'm pretty sure that they're holding off on anything official because of what's happening right now in the world. And but I want to know what you guys think. Are they forgetting any songs? Do you have guesses as to what these currently unknowns redacted songs are? Let me know about all of your thoughts about the Sign of the Times Super Deluxe down in the comments. Also, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification so you always know when Princess Friend releases a new video. Also, consider becoming either a YouTube member or patron. The links are down in the description. Otherwise, may you live to see the dawn. I love you all.